Off the Bench with Jacob Hester and Matt Flynn.
Let's go, baby, let's go!
From a championship backfield to your morning drive.
Hands to Hester, and Hester, yep, got it, 5 out of 5.
You're locked in to Off the Bench.
Flynn is back to throw from the end zone. Boom!
Live from the Raising Cane studio, here's Jacob Hester and Matt Flynn.
Yo! 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 Welcome in.
That was perfect.
OTB here on this Tuesday morning.
Electric.
Energy off the charts this morning.
Speaking of energy.
Oh, did you bring his drink?
I do.
Dang.
I did.
Oh.
In the car.
Okay, well,
They're here.
I was just
They're
trying
on
to make you
campus.
feel bad. If it makes you feel better, I didn't
on
think you were going to, so I did bring one. But I saw you walk in this morning. I was like, that SOB forgot.
Son of a gun.
He was
I mean,
itching.
the worst part is we went out there and did the tournament, and
And he
you
brought
got the
Taylor
gift.
something.
What'd you do?
I
There was
mean,
video yesterday.
Okay, but there's
with
something
no real
very
video.
easy, guys. Don't take care of yourself, and you'll get something too. It's
Don't
very
take care
simple.
of yourself.
It's very simple.
Y'all, I
If you
love
respect
Dr.
your body.
Pepper.
Right. If you don't, if you don't eat right and drink healthy, you too can get a gift.
Yeah, you
Right,
can
like
get
those
free things.
donuts.
You like Monster. You want Dr. Pepper.
Yeah.
I love coffee of
True.
all kinds. Community coffee. Shout out. Matthew?
Oh, I love to be hydrated.
I mean,
It's not
people
this
can't really give you.
No, it's not this game. We're trying to get free stuff.
Yeah, I was like, you can't really.
You don't do that.
Yeah.
That's
I
not
say I
you,
love
bro.
my high all the time.
I don't even give my kids free my high.
That's not you,
But I'm
bro.
saying, like, if somebody brought you my, you'd be like, thanks.
Yeah. We're trying to get things that, like, you know, you pay for.
Okay. Oh, I like Dos Equis.
Okay, we have like hella boxes of those.
Yeah. Do
we?
Yeah.
I'm missing. I'm not getting the
Trading
assignment.
cards, maybe? Like,
Yeah.
I love cards.
Love cards. You know that.
I actually might have a segment that's coming down the pipeline after talking with some people on Saturday.
Perfect. Love it.
Yep. We'll see if it works out.
Let's do it right now.
Intrigued.
Can't do it right now because I said let's see if it works out.
Okay.
That's not how that works. Our Tuesday show is brought to you by Community Steel. CommunitySteelCo.com is the website. CommunitySteelCo.com. A lot to get to, but, you know, we never really dive straight into it. That's why we get the show started in the second segment. So a little vibe check. How's everybody doing? How was the night?
I'm feeling great. Got really well rested yesterday. Had my last hard workout before.
Oh, now you're
The big
now
event.
you're easing it back.
Yeah, hay's in the barn at this point, guys.
Okay.
Hay is in the barn. Now we're just going to rest, recover the body.
Yeah.
Maybe do some light cardio here and there. We're going to drive to Houston on Thursday because we're definitely not
After
flying
the show.
anywhere. Yeah, after the show.
Okay.
Definitely not flying anywhere ever
No.
at this point.
I've got to
I'd
fly.
rather walk
I got to fly this weekend. And
than
I'm like,
go to the New Orleans airport and get yelled at by
Bro.
a cop in the garage.
I said a line.
I was on the line. I'm like, all
Like,
right.
bro, I'm just trying to go on vacation.
Look, man, I'm a grown ass man, guy.
Right.
Like, I'm in a parking garage right now, just trying to live my life. Yeah, I'd rather walk anywhere than go fly right now.
I know. I'm flying out of Baton Rouge to Phoenix. But like if I didn't want to take a red eye, I had to fly from Phoenix to New Orleans.
Yeah.
Which I guess flying into New Orleans isn't bad, but flying out of Phoenix,
yeah,
I just
true.
have a feeling it's
Yeah.
going to be a nightmare.
Yeah,
I can't-
anywhere.
I can't get there like 5 hours early because like we're working, and then when
Right.
the show's done, like going straight to the airport.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You got to make a call, get on the plane straight from the tarmac. You skip the whole inside.
I'm going to be walking here.
When are you doing this?
I'm flying out Sunday, coming back Tuesday night.
All right. So we'll see you. We'll see you Thursday. Probably.
Yeah, probably.
Why would you put that on
You'll
me?
be online.
It's happened to him before.
Yeah. 3 days in Atlanta.
Nice.
And then Jackson.
About
You
10
probably
minutes.
considered walking at that point.
Oh,
You're like, Jackson's a
I swear to
2-hour
God,
drive.
like,
I'm
I swear
outta
on my
here.
children, I thought about walking from Jackson during the snow.
My goodness.
I think if you just go up to TSA and you're like, hey, Jacob Hester, host of the 6th ranked morning sports show, according to Barrett Sports Media,
Yep.
they would let you.
And
just
they'd be
go.
like, "Oh, I'm sorry, we just let Murphy, Sam, and Jody by."
They actually rented out the entire plane, so there's not a seat for you.
Yeah. Not all of us can take pictures with our trophies because we're going against a law firm. Okay?
Right.
It happens.
The syndicated
Every
law
year,
firm.
yeah.
Honestly, like.
I mean,
they're
we're
the worst.
syndicated too. We're in Alexandria and Shreveport.
Not that big of a
Not
deal,
a huge deal, people.
but they're probably.
I mean,
like a couple
I'm
more
pretty
markets.
sure
Couple
we're
more.
the only show on this station that's in Shreveport.
No, that is true.
So
Not a big deal.
And that station can
saying.
be heard all the way to Tyler
can it be heard in Chicago?
on a clear night. Yeah,
Pretty much.
it's a huge AM station.
Yeah,
Gotta
so
be.
we're pretty much Midwestern.
okay.
You got to be
yeah.
a Chicago sicko
Yeah.
to be listening to that.
They got
let's-
those out there.
Maybe
Let's
T-Bob.
just submit for best morning show in Chicago.
Maybe
Yeah,
T-Bob
we'll
and
win.
Megan Making Money are listening.
Yeah. It's true.
They both live
Megan
in
might
Chicago.
be. No shot, T-Bob.
No,
Yeah.
T-Bob's not. But
Zero
Megan
shot.
actually, like, she'll give us shout outs.
Yeah, maybe.
They keep a weather alert that tells them when the clear nights are.
Yeah.
$100
Clear night just
T-Bob
means like
forgot the name
no
of
wind,
the
no
show.
rain, no bubble. You know.
Do what?
I said, I'd bet somebody T-Bob forgot the name of the show. I has no idea. They're like, hey, where'd you come
Odds
from?
are
He's like,
high.
this little no-name town called Baton Rouge. It's like,
Oh, this little mom and pop setup.
what,
We used to cover a little school called LSU.
yeah, I
A
mean,
cute
you know,
little studio.
we had a nice little setup. It was cute. I don't remember the name of it, but I did in the mornings for sure.
I was hungover most of the time.
$100. He doesn't know the name of it.
I think he's actually in Disney right now.
Nuh-uh.
I know, shocker. The man should get season passes at this point.
Yeah.
You should own stock.
Yeah.
I think we are now. Are we all in agreement that late '90s, early 2000s rap music is the goat rap era?
Well, my
Yes.
neck is sore from
You-
breaking my neck.
from
Yeah.
Busta
Shout out
Rhymes.
Busta.
I just had to introduce these youngins to Break Your Neck
And you introduced me to Annie Up.
and
Last
Annie Up.
week.
Mm-hmm.
That
Break
one
Your Neck
went
was
hard.
electric.
Huh?
Break Your Neck was.
Didn't-
it was
couldn't
electric.
understand a word he was saying,
Fastest
But he was
rapper ever.
saying-
but I was
But he was saying
headbanging.
But he wasn't
He's feeling it.
mumbling.
No, he
He was-
wasn't
yeah,
mumbling.
yeah,
He was
mumble
just
rap.
fast. Yeah.
Just fast, and it's that genre of rap music very aggressive.
So aggressive.
Dude, even I was sitting over here like, this fella's doing a good job.
He's doing a real nice job with his
Hey,
rap
this guy's
song.
not too bad. Tell you what, boy.
I'm gonna take this back to Walker.
No.
This fella, he can pick him up and put him down.
That's right. That's right. It rolls right off his tongue.
And there's no chance that there's like a family friendly version of that,
was
so we
so
can't play
funny.
it.
What's the old, y'all
It would
seen,
just be music in the background.
Yeah.
y'all seen Oh Brother Art Thou?
Yes.
They go to the small time radio station, they do the song, he goes, that was somebody fine picking and a digging.
That's Taylor
That's
listening to
me.
Busta Rhymes.
Yeah, that's me.
So
Yeah,
good.
not a big deal.
So good. That new truck isn't going to know what hit it. It's going to
God.
have Busta Rhymes.
I'll tell you
in
what,
it.
we had to tell.
If we ever get it,
Still?
Jake,
Oh,
CarMax?
No.
Jake,
Oh, no.
Brother.
when I ordered
Jake.
this truck,
Oh,
when I
Lord.
ordered this truck, spent $400 to have it shipped here before I even bought it. No big deal.
Taylor's on one already.
Oh, my
Like,
God.
It's gonna be a day.
Come here.
In-
Have a day, Taylor.
when they were like, oh, it's going to ship sometime between now and the end of the month. I'm like, okay, they probably say that forever. It's coming from Austin, Texas, mind you. Okay? It's
Little
been 2
6-hour
weeks.
drive.
It's been 2 weeks.
Probably.
I called yesterday and I was like, hey, like, do y'all have like any sort of update? No, we really don't. I was like, do y'all realize I could have walked to Austin, Texas and got this vehicle and brought it over here? Like that could have happened.
Yeah.
We're big walkers on this show.
I'm not even upset about it though, so it's not that big of a deal.
I love walking.
I'm fine. We're fine. Everything's fine.
You still have your old truck?
Nope, sold it.
Perfect. Yeah.
Me and Victoria. Luckily, Victoria been working from home. I've been driving her truck or her Hyundai for like 3
Victoria's
weeks.
got a truck? Hell yeah.
No, going on 3 weeks. I'll be driving her car here.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
So she's just at the house.
Well,
all
I mean,
day.
she works from home, so it's not a huge deal.
Says you.
Taylor's like, she's where a woman belongs at home, so it's
That's
fine.
what he said. I heard it.
I mean,
Not doubling down.
I mean,
Not doubling down.
I did not come out and say that.
Oh, man.
I mean.
You know, sometimes
While
like,
we're on the top, no, I'm just kidding.
when you're out on the town one night and you're really getting into the music, driving home, and you wake up the next day and you turn on your car and you're not in the same mind frame, but the volume's still really loud on your music.
Oh, yeah.
And you're just not on the same mind. Oh my God. That's going to be Victoria when she gets in her car later today with Busta Rhymes.
Yeah.
Like, it's going to be loud. And she's
Having
like,
it-
what
having
is
it, like,
this?
on, she's gonna,
Uh-huh. It's going to say, break, yo.
Oh, one other thing about, I'm just going to continue to brag on the Jeep Black Widow. So when the top's down, you have to turn the music up loud, like obviously, right? When you push the top back up, it automatically changes the volume
Wait, that's crazy.
because it knows now it's closed and you don't want it as loud, so it doesn't.
That's actually insane.
You know.
Victoria's car does that when I'm in reverse. It'll turn the volume down. That pisses me off. I'm like, why do I need? Why do I need the music down when I'm backing up?
Yep.
I can see
And it does that.
I
Like,
can see the neighborhood kids just as good with the
But
music.
what if
up loud.
somebody's you don't see somebody and they're honking
honking
at
at
you
you.
and you can't, or like Taylor, stop!
Yeah.
I get it if you're like listening to music where it's making your ears bleed, but like it's just like regular, and I get it too. And it does it when you're talking on the phone as well. You're talking on the phone, you're like, hold on, just wait a second, I got to back up real quick, and you got to make them wait for a second because you can't hear them speaking to you. It's very frustrating. I get it. I can see the kids behind me too.
Safety
Right,
first.
like I can see them, and like to her point,
Just
about,
put your
like,
flashers on and back right on
somebody
up.
waving me down to stop. It's not going to happen. I wish somebody didn't want me to leave bad enough to do that. That's never going to be an issue for me.
Fair
so
too. That's pretty fair. It is pretty fair. All
Can
right.
someone fill me in on the Emmanuel Acho Leonard Fournette beef? Because I woke up this morning and there was apparently some beef.
It's over the last couple of days. I don't really know how it started.
Is Manuel Acho the really annoying one?
Yeah.
yes, that's what I'm saying. I would put every dollar I've ever earned on Leonard Fournette.
I want to say, and I might be wrong, and we'll fact
from
check
the trenches.
it. There was something.
When Acho gives off that. God,
No,
he
I
gives
mean
off a bad
Fournette.
vibe.
Fournette's from the trenches.
Yeah, Acho is not.
No.
Not
He
that
gives a
energy.
vibe.
I wanted to
and
say it
it's
started
not
with
going.
because him and Jarvis have a podcast now. Leonard and Jarvis Lane have
okay.
a podcast, and
Love that.
like he was talking about Leonard Fournette was a dog. And, Jarvis was, I don't know if he said like a guy or just like he was good, but he didn't like say that Jarvis was a dog too. And Jarvis had NFL records. He was a dog.
He did like the most catch in
and
the
then
first
like
3 years.
then
or
that's
something.
how I think it started. And then like they were like Emmanuel Acho had 2 starts in the NFL, and then they like kind of went from there. And then Acho went back, and he's like, Leonard Fournette was selected in the top 5. Like other guys that were selected behind him still in the league. He's out of the league. It's like, yeah, but Leonard played 8 years and won a Super Bowl and
Yeah.
was the starter the entire time. And so
I know exactly how Acho said it. He said it a little bit louder, kind of fast, repeated himself to make himself sound smarter. That's exactly how that went.
If you talk louder than the person you're arguing with, you win.
True.
celebrity boxing match.
Ooh.
I got Lenny.
Bet the house on Leonard.
I got Lenny.
Are one of the Paul brothers, aren't they one of them fighting soon?
Probably.
Probably. Yeah.
Put them on the card.
Probably fighting. Yeah, put him on the undercard, no doubt. We'll do some research. But no matter what we find, we're going to be Team Leonard, so it doesn't really matter.
Obviously.
If
Manuel Acho, you suck.
if Tom Brady don't chill out, he's gonna be the one fighting Logan Paul.
I know. That was a little cheesy.
Who?
The Tom Brady like arguing with Logan Paul at the flag football to promote it.
Yeah, I'm over
That
that.
was a little dumb.
Whole thing.
Brady, you're not making the Olympics, bud.
Wow.
Yeah, Team USA's were real good. All right, we'll take a break. We'll get it started. LSU had a pro day yesterday, so a lot to get into with what happened on the field. Garrett Nussmeier spoke to the media, had some strong comments about last season. A lot to get to when it comes to LSU's pro day, and we'll get to it when we jump back here on OTB.
Off the bench.
All right, go to centralplumbing.org, your one-stop plumbing shop, centralplumbing.org, not only in Central, entire Greater Baton Rouge area. We're talking to you 24/7, 365 weekend holiday game day. Emergency number 225-500-0774. Now you can check out the remodels as well. It's right there on the homepage. Click on the tab, find out what they can do for you at your home, at your business. And also, Matthew,
Yo, what's up?
if you want to maybe check out that employment, you go to centralplumbing.org and guess what? You click on under Contact Us.
Employment?
Employment.
What?
Yeah.
I nailed it. Yeah, if you want to looking to grow your career in plumbing and service with one of the oldest and most successful plumbing companies in Baton Rouge and in the whole state of Louisiana, check out centralplumbing.org. They're looking for quality licensed plumbers, amazing customer service representatives. So if you are a people person, this might be the place for you. 52 years in business, competitive pay, excellent benefits, vacation, holiday pay, 401k, all the bennies right over there. Centralplumbing.org.
Off the Bench with Jacob Hester and Matt Flynn. Tuesday show, presented by Community Steel.
Just leave it all up to me. I'm gonna show you what it's all about. You don't have to be rich to be my girl. You don't have to be cool to rule my world. Ain't no particular sign of
All right, welcome back in. OTB here live from the Raising Cane studio. Every Tuesday, we're brought to you by Community Steel, building Louisiana one project at a time. If you need steel done right, commercial, residential, or custom, these are the guys to go to every single time. Visit communitysteelco.com and see what they can do for you. communitysteelco.com. All right, LSU had a pro day yesterday, and so to go ahead and get this show started, let's talk about LSU Pro Day. But first, we do have to get it started.
It's time to get glowing, courtesy of GoFlow IV Spa, where hydration, vitamins, and a summer-ready glow are always on tap. Now, for starters.
All right, go to goflowiv.com, G-E-A-U-X, flowiv.com, 225-953-8150 is the number. Give them a call or go to the website and see what kind of cocktail they have for you. Also, ask about the membership opportunities over there at GoFlow. It's off Jefferson in Baton Rouge if you want to stop by today, but you can always go online again, goflowiv.com.
You ever wake up with like a little headache, maybe even a little bit low energy, just not all the way there? Well, if you ever go get an IV with all the vitamins, one of maybe like a Myers cocktail, boost that immune system, you walk out of there feeling pretty cocky, feeling pretty energetic, feeling really good. It works immediately, straight to the veins. If you've never done it, go check them out. GoFlow IV Spa right there on Jefferson Highway, goflowiv.com. You can check out their menu items. Go get you an account set up, be in and out 30, 40 minutes with that brand new account. You can get a membership if you like. You can check that out online as well. But have that new IV, just feeling better. And it really does. It's not one of these like voodoo scientists. It like gets in your bloodstream immediately get vitamized, get hydrated right there. GoFlow IV.
All right, so the star of the show yesterday, it was a couple stars actually at LSU's Pro Day, but the one that we were eye hustling the most was Mansoor Delane and what he was going to be able to run. We said anything under a 4.49, really anything under a 4.45, but like he wasn't going to be off someone's draft board if he ran a 4.47. But if he ran anything under a 4.45, he was going to be a no doubt, in my opinion, top 12 pick. It's not top 15 for me. It's top 12. He's not getting past the Dallas Cowboys at 12. I don't think he's getting to the Cowboys at 12.
Not anymore.
And certainly not now. He ran a 4.35 at LSU's Pro Day. Looked good in defensive back drills. Had a couple of friends that were there, scouts and front office people that said, your guy made himself some money. So he is going to be, I think, selected somewhere between 7 and 12. And he is going to probably be a top 10 pick.
Would you say fast?
I would say fast.
He's fast.
Yeah,
I don't know if anybody really knew if he was fast.
Yeah, I thought he was fast. I thought he was going to go out there and run like a 4.44.
Yeah, he didn't have to like pop off like that.
Yeah.
4.35. That was a little bit unnecessary.
He said, Saints fans, the ones that still don't believe, watch this.
Y'all think
Run
I
out
need
there and
to
run
do
a
like
4.35.
some of y'all think I'm going to run a 4.5? No, put a 3 in front of that 5, buddy. Pretty impressive. And yeah, he's a no doubt top 10 guy.
Because
I mean, he was probably going to go like I agree with you.
I think he already
7
was.
to 12
Yeah.
already going.
Yeah.
Maybe if he ran a 4.5 something, maybe
12.
maybe at that point 10 to 14.
Yeah.
Something like that.
Yeah.
I don't know, but I think with this time, I think he's a no-brainer top 10 pick.
I think so,
I'd
too.
be shocked if he got to 9.
And so I put this
Once
out.
the Saints trade.
I put this out there about the Saints selecting him, and somebody just like, yeah, of course the LSU guy wants his Saints guy. I'm like, guys, look, I covered the Saints. I want the Saints to do really well. I didn't play for the Saints. I really don't give a damn what the Saints do. Like, I'm going to report it, I'm going to react to it, and I'm going to cover them. Like, I've got love for them. That was my team growing up. But if, like, it was the Chargers, I'd be like, yeah, if it was the Packers, for you. No, the Saints should select Mansoor Delane. Like, that's the whole point.
Mm-hmm.
Like, they have a need, I think, at corner. And I know they lost a slot corner, but they also lost an outside corner a couple of free agencies ago, and they've never recovered from that.
Mm-hmm.
The two guys that they have right now Riley's getting better, but Kool-Aid played better towards the end of the season. But Mansoor Delane right now is in a different position than those two players. So that's why you can make a case for him. Now, the Saints are in a position where there's a couple of positions. I say corner at 8 because there's other edge rushers if you don't sign anybody that you can have in the 40s. Really good ones. There's not really good corners. There's good corners. There's guys that can play. There's not game changers at 42 where I think edge rusher you still can get one of those guys. And so that's one of the reasons why I think the selection.
Look, I think your argument has more validity now, and I wouldn't be shocked if they did go that route. I'm still going to hold my belief and my philosophy of being a fake NFL GM over here in this seat.
Yeah.
Of you can't overpay for corners.
Right.
It doesn't work out, and I've said it. There's 2 types of capital. There's actual money capital, and there's draft capital. The Saints are in a unique position that they pretty much fill every position except for quarterback, right? So they need so many things. And to me, what Mansoor Delane did yesterday was remove any shadow of a doubt that any GM across the league from all 32 would have. Like,
Yeah.
we didn't see anybody throw to him, but that's a good thing, right? But the flip side of that is if we're thinking about investing a top 10 draft capital in this guy, like we wanted to see him play a little bit more football, like competitive football, like have some plays on the ball a little bit more.
Right.
It's like Lane Kiffin said at Ole Miss, you shouldn't even dress out because we're not throwing it your way.
I'm not going over there.
Like, so I get that. But if you're going to invest a top 10 pick, you want to see a guy that's changing the game.
Yeah.
And he does. And he does that. But in a different way. They're just not throwing. He's closing one side of the field down.
I got to find the
What I'm saying is sitting at 8, and what I've been trying to say is there's so many more teams now after he ran that time and he removed any doubt that are going to want to move up into that spot and take him. If he's available after 7, now I believe you'll have stronger offers and maybe more offers to get to that spot so he doesn't get to the 9th pick. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and so last year what Matt was talking about, I was trying to look it up as he was finishing, 6 catches allowed last year total.
Yep.
6. They only targeted him 14 times.
14 times you got thrown at, which is incredible. You are changing the game as a corner when that happens.
Yeah.
But, again, it kind of gives you the warm and fuzzies as a GM if you're investing a top 10
This is
pick.
this is also in man coverage. I want to make sure. Yeah.
That's
Well, I mean,
right.
I know you and I knew that when I said that, but our listeners need to also he got thrown at 14 times in man coverage 14 times. He allowed 0 touchdowns, a 28.3 passer rating allowed, which was best in the country, and an 89.1 coverage grade on man coverage.
Anyways, he ran a 4.35.
Yeah.
And so now people are like, all right, maybe I was going to offer a first and a fourth. Maybe I'm offering a first and a third now, first and a second. And I get people are thinking what I usually think too. It's like, well, it doesn't really matter what they do. Like, watch the film. Doesn't like their measurables don't really matter.
Yeah.
They don't really matter until something pops off.
Yeah.
And then that pops off.
It matters to me if the tape is so good that you're trying to find a reason not to draft a player because it is so good, and then they do that.
Then he exceeds the expectation from the measurable standpoint.
Right. Now, if a guy, let's flip it, the tape shows something that's not great and he runs a 4.35, you don't talk yourself into drafting that player. You allow your eyes to do the work. You trust your eyes. Now, he might go up a little bit, but it's not the same conversation. The measurables should be the final stamp of approval off the tape. It can't be the thing you start with and then you go watch the tape, because then you'll start talking yourself into things too.
For sure.
I mean, it's not that bad. Like, no, it's the same tape. Just don't change your mind because of the 40.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's like this is the opposite reaction here.
Yeah.
It's like, oof, we thought he was going to run a 4.4 or something. Now we know that there's probably, I don't know, is there one receiver that can outrun him? Maybe. Yeah. But from a football speed, put the pads on, like we know he's got no weaknesses now in his game. So, Saints, let somebody else take him. Trade.
We'll see. So 7 is the Commanders, and they do have a need at defensive back, but they got a couple of other needs. If Jeremiah Love is there at 7, I think they would select him. They need a running back.
Who's that?
The Commanders. But the Saints at 8, the Chiefs at 9, the Bengals at 10, the Dolphins at 11, and the Cowboys at 12. They all have corner issues and a corner need. And so if the Saints do want to trade back, and I know you're probably punching the radio right now like all of us because Mickey doesn't do it, but if he's ever been in a prime position to hold something very valuable because 9, 10, 11, and 12 want that player, you could move back. And it could be very fruitful for you.
That's kind of what I'm like in my thought process here for the Saints is all the players, a handful of players that are projected to go 7 through 12. There's a handful of players.
Yeah.
You're talking Jeremiah Love. You're talking Mansoor. There's the blank on his name, the linebacker, Ohio State linebacker.
Sonny Styles.
Yeah, Sonny Styles. You want all those guys to blow it out of the park right now.
Yeah.
Run fast, look good, be strong. Answer the questions, be awesome. You want them to improve their draw, like to look so amazing, because either like one, you either take one and they're amazing, or two, it boosts your ability to trade and get more from that trade. So you want those guys. If they're projected to go around your draft pick, you want them to look amazing right now. And again, y'all know my feelings. Saints have so many needs. If that whoever's left, the best person available of the people we just listed is at 8, and they look good at Pro Day, and they look good, and they've checked all the boxes like Mansoor just did, you're going to get more now than if he would have gone out and run a 4.48.
Yep. And depending on how it plays out in front of you, and maybe there's a player that we just assume is going to go top 5, and they don't, and for whatever reason, and all of a sudden you look up and Caleb Downs and Mansoor Delane are available, then you've got something incredibly valuable where you could get maybe even 2 first-round picks for what you have, depending on how aggressive somebody wants to be. And there's a lot of teams that have a lot of draft capital looking at you, Miami Dolphins, with 11 picks. That should be very intriguing to Mickey Loomis and the New Orleans Saints.
Let me ask you this. Can I, before we go to break?
Yep.
Mansoor Delane. Because we had some chatter in the chat on YouTube here. EMSA is like, he's going to be top 5 pick. Like, is he a top 5 player?
The Giants could go. The Giants could take him. Yes.
He's a top 5 player in this draft. I don't think he's a top 5 pick. He's certainly a top 5 player, though. Would you kind of rubber stamp that? Would you agree with that?
I think he's a top 5 player, but corner is tough.
Yeah, I don't think you definitely can't take a corner in the top 5 like it by my rationale.
Derek Stingley worked out pretty well for the Texans.
Yeah.
What Derek Stingley go 3?
I think he went 4. I'll check that.
He's worked out good because he's like, I'm not saying corners when they get
No, I'm saying there's examples of it working is my point.
Working because they're good, not working because they still haven't won a championship, right? That's my argument with all that.
Like you said, if Joe Flacco was the quarterback,
they'd be in this. They would have been to the Super Bowl.
And that one's tough because Houston's loaded on defense, and I think Stingley's an incredible. Stingley's been like that guy since he's been like 17. So he went 3. Yeah, okay, not a big deal.
That's overdraft. I mean, it is. I mean, I hate to say it because I love Stingley.
Kind of like, but he's
I hope
the best
Huck- I
cover
hope
corner
Huck
in the
didn't hear
NFL
that.
right now.
Oh, Huck didn't hear that. He'd be.
But
real
even
upset
at
with me.
3, if you know you're going to get like the guy who graded out the best cover corner in the NFL, you're still going to do it.
I'm not taking him.
Yeah, but you don't value corners.
I do value them because you got to have good ones. I don't value them as high as other positions.
That's fine. Everybody's got their kind of list of what they value, what they don't value. Like
You just tell me. I'm still waiting for you to tell me when it works.
corners,
Having a high paid one or a super high drafted one.
I'll do my research.
Do your research.
I'm coming back at you when we come back here on OTB.
Off the bench.
All right, go to GCOPnet.com. Gulf Coast Office Products, the leader in office solutions here in the Gulf South. When you need something and you need it right now, because documents, that's what it is. So law firm, bank, university, hospital, engineering firm, you can't wait. It's your lifeline. And so that's why you work with Gulf Coast Office Products, because you're going to have the best equipment. There's multiple locations, right? There's going to be one in your area, and the customer service is second to none. You don't get transferred. You talk to the person that's going to fix your problem right then, right there. GCOPnet.com.
Right, Gulf Coast Office Products, proud partner of LSU Athletics, New Orleans Saints, Pelicans, you name it. They're partners with them. Why? Because they are the best, so they work with the best. So over 40 years, Gulf Coast Office Products has been keeping businesses like yours running smoothly with copiers, printers, managed IT services that actually make sense. So customer service incredible. The people over there incredible. If you want efficiency, you want the best, work with Gulf Coast Office Products, GCOPnet.com.
When I came home last night, you wouldn't make love to me. You went fast asleep. You wouldn't even talk to me. You say I'm so crazy. Coming home intoxicated. I say I just wanna love you.
Off the bench with Jacob Hester and Matt Flynn. Tuesday show presented by Community Steel.
Come on, girl. Give it to me, baby. Give it to me. Give it to me, baby. Give it to me, baby. I bet you.
Hello.
Make you hot like you had enough.
Yeah, what's up?
What's happening?
Sing about Busta.
Rhymes? Mm-hmm. Who isn't? Not me.
American legend.
Some are saying. We're the sum. Tuesday show is brought to you by Community Steel, communitysteelco.com. Shout out. I'm trying to think of an example.
We had some good examples thrown at us in the chat.
I think
Darrell
I think
Revis.
I think Devin Witherspoon is a recent one.
Okay.
Seattle Seahawks took him at 5, and
Okay.
he just blew up the Super Bowl.
Okay.
Had a pretty big game.
Yep.
Was about to get paid. Dollar bills. They had 2 first-round picks. The other one got paid yesterday.
Yeah.
Jackson Smith and Jigba.
My God.
So settle down, John.
I heard
League,
they had
bud.
Darrell Revis in they won the Super Bowl in 2015. He was on a big
And he went
contract.
from the Jets to the Pats
Yeah.
Right.
He was definitely with the Jets.
before. Yeah.
He was my teammate. Not a big deal.
How long?
About 3 weeks.
We played him in the playoffs, and like we didn't even look over there. It's like, hey, bud, that quarter of the field, nah, it's done. And shut that down.
Oh man.
I think
I'm
Devin
trying-
Witherspoon's a good. They won the Super Bowl. Now they did have 2 first-round picks that year, but that's just John being good at his job.
Jalen Ramsey.
Yeah, but what did they win? I mean, they made it to the AFC Championship game
With the Rams?
with the Jags.
Jalen Ramsey.
The Rams can't make the AFC Championship game.
Maybe not the best
Well, I was
argument.
talking about the Ramsey won the Super Bowl with the Rams.
I was talking about where he was drafted. Yeah,
Maybe not the best argument because he was drafted in the 5th, I think, but Richard Sherman was pretty impactful for the Seahawks.
Hey, but I mean, all
Richard
of
played
those,
receiver at Stanford.
yeah.
all of those arguments
Then he
are
moved to corner.
valid.
What, his junior year? I
Yeah.
think they. Yeah.
Because I'm not of the theory you can't. I mean, all those examples are valid because I don't think you should overpay or overdraft. But there's some good examples out there of it working.
There is, and it's
There's
every
plenty
position.
more of it not working.
It's every position. I think running back and off-ball linebacker, you got to be careful. But if there's somebody that you can't deny, then you got to trust your eyes. You got to trust the tape. You got to trust the measurables and all those things. And so, yeah, I mean, we're not speaking in absolutes here.
But in most of those cases that we're talking about, we talk about at the running back position, it was kind of like the last piece. Like you had so much around it. If you're the Saints and I don't need to explain where the Saints are. They're the Saints right
They're
now.
not a piece away.
They're not a piece away right now. So there's so many pieces you have. This is not the time to overspend on a corner. However, if Mansoor does get picked by the Saints, even though I'm not like a Saints fan, I'm here. I want them to be good. Maybe I get a Mansoor Delane jersey. Who knows? I don't even have a jersey. Or at least a T-shirt with his name on it.
A jersey, T-shirt, which is called it's called something, isn't it? I think.
A jersey.
Is that what it is?
T-jersey?
It might be. There's
No,
a
it
name
can't be.
for it. All right, I'm gonna hold you to that.
A jert?
Gonna hold you to that, there,
A
bud.
jert.
I like Jared.
Well, you like
Eh.
jorts. So that
Yeah,
makes sense.
you
True, yeah,
love a good pair of
apparently.
jorts.
There's somewhere in my closet
You
that I can't find
love
them.
to hand wash your car with jorts on.
Shirt optional.
I respect the people that hand wash their cars. Not for me.
Well, we talked about it. Per capita, Walker leads the country in people that hand wash their cars in the driveway.
For sure.
Is that
Per
why there's-
capita.
Is that why there's no car washes in Walker? Like no need.
No need. Hey,
Yeah, no bennies in Walker.
hey, most
guys.
people have a pair of jorts and a couple buckets, big sponges.
So, I don't want to put words into your mouth here, but you think the Saints selecting Mansoor Delane even after yesterday wouldn't be the best move for them? So
No,
it
it's not.
sounds like.
Well, how many times I got to say it?
That's what it
I
look.
just spent the whole segment last time saying it's not the best move. Now, is it a bad move? No, it's not a bad move. I just don't think it's the best move they can make. He's an awesome player. He's going to be incredible at the next level. I'm just saying you have so many options. Like if you could get both the Cowboys' first round picks, you take it, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, but if you could get somebody's first round and a second round, you take that or you take Mansoor?
Depends on how far I got to go back.
Yeah, it's fair. If you can get, I don't even know who it is. I'm just going to pick a number.
I don't.
If you could go back to 10 picks, you get 18 plus the second round, plus the
I
second.
know. I don't know. You'd have to go edge rusher at that point at 18. That would be your option.
Well, yeah.
Yeah, which is now you're also going to have the Commanders only have pick number 7, pick
Yep.
number 71, and I think pick 146
Yep.
off the top of my head. They need some draft capital as well.
I think you got to do the mental exercise of, as a fan, what would you give up? Now, you got to pick the player you want them to pick. And with you, it's Mansoor Delane. You got to say, what would I take for it? All right, is it a 15 in a second I'd take, but I wouldn't take a 16?
Yeah.
You got to start thinking about that and then saying, with his performance
there's no
and his
doubt.
hype, is there somebody out there that would give the bare minimum I would take?
Yeah, the question you have to ask is if we get our guy, here's our list of players, here's the 5 guys we like. If we get one of those 5 at 16 and then we also get 47 overall, are we going to be okay with that?
Mm-hmm.
Are we going to be okay with the value that we are going to get at 16 and 47? And you got to have your list of players that you're ready to go.
Mm-hmm.
Are one of the 5 players that we love at 8 going to be there at 16? You got to look at the team's needs, and you got to look at what's available, and you got to take that chance.
It's going to be fun to see.
Mansoor, not the only LSU Tiger that was at Pro Day. I do want to play a video of Garrett Nussmeier when we come back here. It is OTB live from the Raising Cane studio.
Off the bench.
All right, go to FABT.com. First American Bank and Trust. Over 100 years, they've been doing the deal here in Louisiana. Literally, been doing it here in Louisiana because they don't call somebody to ask for permission. All the decisions are made right here in Louisiana. So when you go to FABT.com, you'll clearly see they've got every tool that every national bank has as far as online banking and tools, all that, right? But it's the decision making that's made right here. Home loans, business loans, car loans, whatever. It's right here in Louisiana. And so, look, you don't do it the way they've done it for over 100 years unless you're doing it the right way, the way that's for the community, the way it's for Louisiana. Go to FABT.com.
Sorry, First American Bank and Trust, a bank that you should trust with any of your banking needs, whether you're starting a new checking account for a child, whether you're buying a new house, whether you're trying to grow your company. Make sure you're doing it with a local bank that cares about the community, cares about the state, cares about Baton Rouge, right there. No phone trees, no out-of-state decisions, just honest banking. FABT.com.
I'm not too woman, I'm not too man. I am something that you never understand. I never beat you, I never lie. And if you're evil, I forgive you bye. 'Cause I would die for you. Yeah, darling, if you want me.
Off the bench with Jacob Hester and Matt Flynn. Tuesday show presented by Community Steel.
I'm not your lover, I'm not your friend. I am something that you never comprehend. No need to worry, no need to cry. I'm your Messiah and you.
All right, welcome back in. OTB, every Tuesday brought to you by Community Steel. CommunitySteelCo.com is the website. As we said yesterday at Pro Day, Mansoor Delane had a big day, and we'll cover the day that Harold Perkins had, the day that Wes Weeks had. Thought he had a big day. But Garrett Nussmeier was a part of that Pro Day as well. Cannot wait to see where Garrett ends up. And this was a video that was put out, and Garrett talking about the tough season that they had before. So I want to play the video, then I kind of want to react to it. But here is Garrett Nussmeier yesterday at Pro Day.
Obviously, very thankful, for the fan base and the way people have treated me over the last 5 years here. Obviously, this last year didn't go the way we wanted it to or the way we had hoped, and I'm sorry that we couldn't reach those expectations. As frustrating as it was for y'all, I understand. It was just as frustrating for me and for the guys in this building, and so it was a tough year. A lot of adversity, a lot of things I had to go through, and ultimately looking back on it, it was unfortunate, but it is going to make me a better player. Again, I love LSU. I'll always be a Tiger. I'll always bleed purple and gold, and I'm going to do my best to represent those three letters in the next level.
There is nothing that Garrett Nussmeier ever needs to apologize when it comes to LSU football. That guy did everything he possibly could to win games at LSU. He stuck around. He played hurt. He could have many times just gone somewhere else and played immediately. He never complained. He never became an issue. He was only a solution. He had an incredible junior year. This year, unfortunately, he did get hurt. He tried to grit his way through it. He never wanted to use it as an excuse. Think about that. Not one time. He got to the combine and he had to tell people I was, but during the season, did you ever hear him use it as an excuse? I know I didn't. So I'll just say it for me, Garrett Nussmeier, you don't owe anybody an apology. Yeah, everybody wants the season to be great, but it wasn't because you weren't working your ass off to try to get to that point where LSU was great, right? I think there was a lot of things that everybody on offense, every single player was handcuffed a bit by the offense. But again, no matter what the situation, that is somebody that never needs to apologize because he did everything he could to be the best that he could be.
Yeah, I say this with the utmost respect, and somebody that has been the proclaimed driver of the Nuss Bus. But Garrett, shut up, man. You don't need to apologize for absolutely anything. You gave everything you had to LSU, to this university. You played as much as you could injured. Nothing you were a shining light in college football in a world where it's kind of crazy. There's not much loyalty anymore. And I'm not necessarily saying that's all bad, but you were a shining light. You did everything right. You were a great representative of this school and this football program. And there's nothing you got to apologize for, bud. Grown-ups in the room kind of let you down.
In a lot of ways.
In a lot of different ways. So I hope you have a 20-year career. And I believe that you can do it. So you got nothing to apologize for, kid. And nice job yesterday. Nice job since the last game of the season. We're going to keep driving that Nuss bus around here.
Yep. What'd you call the T-shirt jersey?
The jerk?
Yep. I'm getting one of those.
Well, Nuss jerk.
I'll even get one if it's the Raiders. I'm not going to wear it, but I'll have one to support Garrett Nussmeier. All right, we'll be back. More OTB.
Off the bench.
He said, no. Okay. All right, go to rouses.com. When you go to the website, you can find the location that is nearest you. Once you find the location that is nearest you, you check out the weekly ads for your location. Once you go into your convenient location, you're going to see all the other conveniences that you have when you go to a Rouse's. When you walk in, the meals are already ready to go. You grab them. You grab the sides as well. You can grab a rotisserie chicken. You can go to the lunch bar. You can go to the sushi bar. It is all ready for you. They've got crawfish right now. It is ready to go. It's in bags already. You pick it up and you walk out. It is all about your convenience at your local Rouse's. Go to rouses.com.
Rouses.com? It's a grocery store.
That's right.
I
gave it to you.
Well, I guess if you go to rouses.com, you can put in your zip code and check out all the deals happening at the nearest Rouses near you. So go check it out, rouses.com. The best grocery store and the local grocery store as well. All the locations are awesome. Overstaffed, clean, incredible. Go check it out, rouses.com.